Hello, it's Thursday the 27th of March and here at the Hewett School we are reporting for the BBC School Report.
Year 8 students have split into teams of researchers, reporters and presenters to put together a news bulletin, which will be uploaded onto the national BBC School Report website later in the day.
They are working to a tight deadline of 2 p.m.
So, at the start of the day, they quickly got into their groups and began work. The teams have decided to cover big national stories, regional stories and school stories closer to home.
Our role is to document the day, so we'll be closely following the teams as they research, film, record and edit a range of reports including the missing Malaysian plane, teenage health, young carers and longer school days.
First, we join Chloe, Sarah and Helen, who are about to interview Mr. Vromont about the mystery of the missing plane.
What actually happened on that plane? Was it the pilot? Was it the co-pilot? Was it one of the passengers? I'm afraid we might never know.
What are your overall thoughts about teenage pregnancy?
If we think about young teenage pregnancy, so somebody falling pregnant in their early teens, I think as a healthcare professional and in society, we try to prevent that from happening by teaching you guys to make informed choices.
One thing she told us was it takes a lot of support and maturity to be a young parent. It was a very good topic to cover and the answers that we got were very interesting and helped our report.
Hello, it's Lily and Georgina.
We are young carers. We are doing a report on young carers and the Benjamin Foundation taking over groups around the county.
Young carers are young people who look after a disabled member of their family, a parent, nan, granddad, or an older or younger sibling.
Young carer groups are for young carers to take a break, chat, hang out and talk about their problems that may be affecting them.
How do you think running a young carers group will benefit young people?
I think the young carers will benefit from having the opportunity to be away from their home circumstances, to have some time for themselves and to meet with other young carers who understand what it's like for them.
What are the negative effects of being a young carer?
Well, I think it's probably different for each young carer, and at the beginning of the groups we'd like to hear from the young carers about their situations, but I think often it would be a pressure to be responsible for someone else, whilst you've got all your own responsibilities as well for school and your own enjoyment and social life as well. So juggling all those things would be really hard, and I think we want to try and help with that.
How do you think the interview went?
I actually think it went very well. We managed to do it quite smoothly and they had answers for every single one of our questions. We did warn them in advance on some of the questions, but there was a couple they didn't know, and after the interview they were like, "Oh, you chucked a couple of odd questions in there, didn't you?" So we kind of put them on the spot.
Were you nervous or scared about the interview?
Well, I felt a bit nervous before the start because I don't like interviews that much, but I guess it went better than I expected it to though.
Well,
before we did it, I didn't really want to be in the shot, but then I decided afterwards and I felt okay about it.
Why did you choose to do the story that you did?
Yeah, I think because it's quite personal to us. We sort of wanted to know more and make some people more aware of there are young carers groups, and if you are a young carer, come join.
Everything seems to be going well, but the clock is ticking and that deadline looms. And talking about clocks ticking, the next item is about proposals to extend the school day. Mitchell, Thomas, Sophie and Callum are working on this story.
Hello, I'm Thomas and I've been interviewing Mr. Anthony. And I asked him what does he think of longer school days. I was very nervous, but he was very kind to me.
Hi, I'm Sophie and I've just interviewed Mr. Anthony. The interview was great. Mr. Anthony came up with really good answers to the questions. This is the first time I ever interviewed somebody and it felt quite good, it was quite fun.
Well, they did it. 2 o'clock and everything's finished. It was pretty tight but an enjoyable day. People learnt how to work under pressure.
Bring on School Report 2015. Here at the Hewett, we're ready for it.